Welcome back. Now we made you a promise at the beginning of the show. We told you somebody very special was going to be in the building, and he's here right now with us.
None other than Charles Chukwuemeka Oputa is here. Now he's a Nigerian singer, songwriter, presenter, publisher, producer, and one of the most controversial and influential entertainers in Nigeria. Now he's best known.
He was trending when trends were not trends.
A thing.
Yeah.
He used to trend for his alternative lifestyle, and in fact, he's considered the all-round bad guy when it comes to what we do in this industry, the entertainment industry. We really look up to him as a veteran, and his name is Charly Boy.
Drum roll. Amazing. He's joining us on the show today. One of the things that we didn't mention also is that when it comes to rights of people, whether they're artists, whether they're the average Nigerian, he stands for their rights. He's a no-nonsense guy. And he would tell you his mind. And
yes,
he's joining us, this
speaking of talking his mind, there's something that's on the mind of many different Nigerians now, especially in Lagos, and you've always been called the area father. So we have to get your opinion on this Okada ban and how it affects the people.
I think it's already out there, you know, that I do support the ban.
Oh, wow.
You know, yeah. A lot of people may think, oh, that's a twist, you know, because for the past 25 years, I fought for them, I agitated for their rights, you know, and so on and so forth. But like I said in one of my write-ups, the people I'm seeing now, they are not my boys, so I don't know them, and they don't know me, you know, and there seem to be a lot of funny people from funny places that are taking over the business, you know. So, and in these days where there are a lot of lapses, security lapses, you know, people ain't doing their job like they're supposed to do. So it's something worrisome because I don't know where the heck these people are all coming from.
Because these were not the original guys that
no,
you knew.
No.
5-10 years
I
ago.
see a lot of strange faces, and believe me, I've seen thousands of them. You know, I know almost half of them by name. You know, that's how tight I am with that community. You know, at the time people thought I was the president of all the Okada people in Nigeria, but no, I was just their friend. Yeah. So yes, I support the ban. Since we haven't managed to figure out our security stuff, you know, everybody's feeling so unsafe. You know, and what is that?
That's amazing, and I think it's also very good that at least you're giving us this take on this particular very burning issue that is happening right now. But anyway, to lighter stuff, I can safely say that you have a 40-year career, thereabout, 35 years.
Just as long as I've been married to my wife.
That's absolutely amazing. And for every generation, it seems like you've continued to evolve and just adapt to what's happening. You know, back in the 80s when we knew you, you were a different kind of person. Your leather jackets and your crazy videos and, you know, the punk thing going on.
Gothic look.
Exactly, going on at the time. And then you reinvented yourself in the 90s. In the late 90s, you had your TV show, which was really, really popular before, you know, all these probably new shows that we're seeing now came about. So you were also someone who sort of had this way of being ahead of the curve when it came to bringing culture and all of that. What used to go on in your mind when you looked at the country and you were thinking, what's the next thing I'm going to do?
I don't know. I mean, to start to dissect what's going on in my mind, that's a challenge to even me, you know. But no, because I see a lot of people. I see a lot of creative, talented people. So, and I like people who are, one, hardworking, young people who are hardworking, who are creative. And because I'm friendly, because I'm a normal person. I know the grace like people think. Yeah. So because they're always in my face. So I can never run dry of creating things, because from them too I draw inspiration. Okay, I know a lot of people have passed through my hands, Charly Boy University, the TV stuff, you know, that was the stepping stone for a lot of comedians, including your great Ali Baba.
Yes.
You understand, you know, and but because, you know, you see, life is like a school, you know. For me, I could take an idea from a 3-year-old if I think they're bringing something to the table, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this, let's, you know. So, because the brand is also a youthful brand, you know, and my main constituency is the young people. So I can never age. I'm a phoenix. I can't go.
I was actually going to say something like that, that you look almost exactly the way I remember you from the TV show. And I say that making comparison to the type of cameras that were being used back then, the type of lighting, the type of sets. And you sort of had your way of making it light and energetic and fun. That process, could you take us through the process of maybe one of your episodes of the Charly Boy show?
Well, you see, like I said, in those days I had a lot of students, and we all used to sit down and, you know, talk about what we're going to do next, how we're going to wow the people, you know. And yeah, that was a stepping stone for a lot of people, you know. And because I've told you how, you know, I get attracted to very creative people, you know. These are people with a whole lot of talents wanting to come out. So we would sit. I mean, that show was my life in those days. I mean, I look forward to seeing all the different characters handling the different segments. And because our meeting, our coming together to plan a show or write some script, it was very powerful for me in those days. And for me, it was another avenue to once again learn new stuff. They thought I was teaching them stuff, but they didn't know that I was learning from them too.
That's amazing. You know? That's amazing. I think we are going to take a break, and in part 2, after this break, we're going to find out whether Charly Boy still lives at Charly Boy bus stop.
Welcome back. We have with us the one, the only Charly Boy.
And we're asking him a question earlier on about the Charly Boy bus stop. Like, everybody knows the Charly Boy. Like, people who don't know Charly Boy. Maybe they grew up, maybe they were born in the last 10 or 15 years. So I'm going to Charly Boy bus stop. And, they don't even know who. The reason why. So, do you still live in that area in Bagada?
No, I moved out since 15, 16 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I moved, but the bus stop's
still there.
There's
It was
another
named after
one
it.
in Abuja, there's one in Port Harcourt,
Wow.
there's one in my village.
Wow.
Amazing. Talk about making a mark.
I remember when I first came to Lagos, this was way back in the 90s, my uncle would say, oh, that's Charly Boy's house.
I don't think it's a house anymore.
It's a bank now.
It's a bank now.
That's Charly Boy's house. It just points across the road.
But speaking of being of influence, I wanted to touch on PMAN. And the fact that, you know, Yomi was saying something earlier. He said PMAN was such a force back in the day. And it does feel like the music industry has sort of evolved. But do you believe PMAN should still be playing a strong role in regulating? And
of course, that's the only supposedly musician body association that is supposed to get all of us together. You know, that's the only one we have. But unfortunately, you know, just like every other thing in Nigeria, everywhere na poto, things don't forget. The people are fake. You see, I've been able to hold my own because whatever I did, whatever I put my John Hancock to, I'm associated with, everything comes from the bottom of my heart. I wasn't doing it because of one thing or the other, because that's something that has to be done. and I enjoy my work. Yeah. So, but when you have people who are coming from a different perspective, they just need that title to go do one hustle. It never really pans out that way. I came to PMAN because I wanted to. I mean, I was amazed with the kind of talents that, we had. And I think in a whole lot of ways, and that's why I fought the corporate body. If you remember, I was put away for almost a month in the cell because I said, you guys have to respect us.
Yeah.
Because at the time there was this influx of foreign artists coming to Nigeria, disrespecting our people. And even at that time, we that came early into this business, it wasn't really for money, but it's called show business. We missed the part of the business, but we saw to it that we instigated the big money, the respect. I mean, I remember it was in my time that, there was this first contract with an international artist and our local artist.
Yeah.
It was during my reign also that, before it was 20% local content and 80% foreign content. And, where do we go with that? So I saw to it that Nigerian music was 80% done, 20%.
And it all changed.
Yeah.
It all changed
That
with
was
it, yeah.
when everything changed.
Beautiful.
So you see, when you come into something, you decide whether not just to come, you just want to make some small change or you just want to use it and do other stuff, But for me, but that was a lot of sacrifice because I spent my own money as a PMAN president, even though I just wanted one term alone. I didn't go for a second term because it drained me.
Wow.
I must have spent in those days over 40 million naira to run it, to do things. That was why it was like PMAN was everywhere,
Yeah.
So
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Speaking of investments, there are quite a lot of young people right now that are, they call them the up and comings. But then there are some that are making really big waves.
Yeah.
And people are investing in them as well.
Yeah,
But
well, it has all changed since my time, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy the fact that we have more respect. Yeah, I mean, guys are on Grammy, Emmy Awards, and all of that, so that's a big leap. I would have wished that the industry was a lot more organized, to be able to help those up-and-coming artists to do much better than they're doing now.
That's really good. It's such an honor to have you on the show. Hopefully, we're still going to be trying to squeeze in one or two other questions in there. I don't know if our performance is ready.
I'm not sure. But I have a feeling Charly Boy has something coming up very, very soon.
Oh, yeah.
What's in the pipeline for the area father?
As usual, I've worked with some of the best in the industry. I've learned quite a lot with them. I've had great fun. In the next 2 weeks, my new song is dropping.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And,
Finally.
Wow.
yes,
Okay.
I'm coming back to the scene, to take my own lane, or I'm staying in my own lane, And I work with very, talented Nigerian artists. I'm happy about that. I did a collab with Files, the bad guy. And he's somebody I like so much, I respect so much. He's a fun guy to be with. I worked with the likes of Orisha Femi, With me and Files, we're talking about the God of men.
The God
all
of men.
those fake pastors.
Okay.
Fake.
Okay. Emphasis on fake.
Yes. There are a lot of fake people around, And,
So you're going to bring it out, that body of work, in the next 2 weeks?
yes, in the next 2 weeks, yeah.
Wow,
We're going to be
looking forward
looking
to it.
out for
Looking
that.
forward to it. Videos as well are going to be
forward
coming
to
out.
that now. And For the fans in Lagos, I've moved closer to home. This seems to be my home.
Yeah.
I've moved back. I see myself
It looks
moving
like
back.
it felt like you abandoned us, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back now.
So we need to encourage you to come back to Wake Up Nigeria to perform one of these new tracks soon enough.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'll be delighted.
And of course, to encourage you further, we're gonna give you something to taste today in the kitchen. Please, let's
What's that?
go to the kitchen. The
I'm
chef.
a veggie.
Oh, please come. Please join us. Please join us anyway.
Just come with
Please.
you.
We'll see what they did, and
Yeah.
we'll let you
So
in
we'll
on the
figure
secret.
out.